Serving the internet.
Corona goes to prison. The latest loss for Meta. Say cheese, Kraft updates their single profile. And Apple wins awards. It's Tuesday, May 2023. May 23rd, 2023. Let's nerd out.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
The Ad Nerds Podcast delivers ad industry news weekdays. We are the go-to source for people who spend money on advertising, covering big brands, small businesses, and the latest marketing trends. It's me, Spanky Moskowitz, the guy who can't tell you the date, but I am the show host and a nearly 40-year vet of the ad industry. I've created campaigns for Budweiser, M&M's, Frito-Lay, the NFL, NBA. I've created over 100,000 ads, generating hundreds of billions in client revenue. If you're in or interested in the world of advertising and want to stay up to date with the latest news, the Ad Nerds Podcast is the perfect place to start.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
Beer brand Corona, excuse me, I'm all choked up about this one. Beer brand Corona, along with the agency We Believers, has organized a prison soccer league in Mexico named the Second Chance League. The initiative has already made headlines as one inmate, Jose Santillan, has been signed to a professional soccer team, Club America. The league involves teams from 6 major prisons across the country with collaboration of the Mexican government and 2 NGOs, Reinserta and Comunal. Gustavo Loria, founder of We Believers, noted that the agency is always looking for ideas that reflect Corona Mexico's 3 main communication pillars. They are inclusion, soccer, and sustainability. Soccer, as you know, is a popular sport worldwide, but it's a popular activity in prisons because it gives inmates a sense of freedom and provides motivation for everyday life. Loria explains, quote, "Playing gives inmates a sense of freedom that encourages them to go on every day. That's why we thought we could find great talent in correctional facilities. And because Corona is sponsor of 9 of the biggest soccer teams in Mexico, we had the chance to partner with them to select the best players and, who knows, give them a chance to become professional players once they finish their jail sentence," end quote. In the execution of the project, the agency faced quite a few challenges logistically, having visited several correction facilities more than 10 times in 3 weeks to interview inmates and capture the environment while navigating security restrictions. Loria described it as a moving experience to engage with the inmates, hear their stories, and learn about their dreams. Regardless of the challenges, the joy on inmate Santillan's face when he learned about his professional contract justified the efforts, according to Loria.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
Once upon a time, in a fiefdom far, far away, Meta, you know them as the big fish. They scooped up a company back in 2020 called Giffy, the library of all things GIF, for a whopping $315 million. But things ain't so rosy these days. The deal came under fire in the UK, and it's said to be playing dirty in the competition space. They claimed that the move was anti-competitive, and authorities, the UK's Competitions and Markets Authority, stood firm, declaring that Meta was in violation and it's got to let go of the Giffy platform. The crux, my friends, was the concern that Meta's power move could choke out other social platforms from accessing the universal language of GIFs. By the way, if you don't know what a GIF is, it's those little looping images that you can find online. They're funny. People just send them to you. They don't need an explanation most of the time. They're the lifeblood of digital chit-chat. Giffy, by the way, has 1.7 billion users daily, mingling with giant platforms like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Microsoft, TikTok, Samsung, Twitter, Slack, Discord, name the platform, right? And when the Competition Appeal Tribunal, or CAT, upheld the ruling, Meta was a little freaked out, but they were also left with no choice but to scout for a new buyer. So, who steps in to save the day? Shutterstock. Yes, the stock media company. They're buying Giffy from Meta in a deal sealed at $53 million. Now, let me rewind. Remember, just 3 years ago, they paid $315 million. Did you like that high-tech sound effect I just did for you? Do the math on that one, and you will quickly see a pattern of Facebook bleeding out like a deer in yellow jackets. Shutterstock chief Paul Hennessy said he's stoked about the move, aiming to expand their reach from professional marketing to casual conversations, saying they're all about helping people tell their story. As the deal proceeds, they do plan to bring in their expertise in content and metadata monetization, generative AI, studio production, and creative automation to the table, which open up the commercial potential of the GIF library. Coming up, Kraft Singles gets a facelift to attract a new generation of cheeseheads.
The most nerdy. It's time for an Ad Nerds podcast.
Are you great at running your business? Well, how about marketing it? If you're like most small business owners, you're great at the thing your business does, but not so great at marketing it. That's where Ad Zombies comes in. We help your business sell more. If you need attention-grabbing, mind-blowing, ridiculously creative advertising for your small business, and trust me, you do, Ad Zombies is your creative business partner. Ad Zombies writes ads, emails, web copy, jingles, TV, outdoor. Our advertising makes your business pop. Go to adzombies.com today. Ad Zombies, ridiculously creative advertising.
Ad Nerds podcast. Ad Nerds podcast.
Kraft Singles, the timeless cheese brand, has unveiled a contemporary rebrand aimed at engaging with Gen Z and Millennial consumers. The cheese slices themselves aren't untouched either, gaining an enhanced textured flap to simplify the opening process, which I will tell you is one of the most frustrating things for me. The overhaul is characterized by a dark blue package and bold typography that also introduces a new phrase, made with real dairy, replacing the prior tagline, always made with milk. The design agency behind the transformation, Jones Knowles Ritchie, is attempting to rekindle America's longstanding love for this iconic cheese, crafting a new identity that respects the brand's rich heritage. Through focus groups and deep dive interviews, the agency studied the emotional and psychological bond consumers have with Kraft Singles, which helped isolate key elements to include in the fresh design. In doing so, they've carefully preserved the aspects of the brand that customers have cherished and recognized over the years. One of those elements, the orange square, has been successfully repurposed across the brand's portfolio to proudly showcase the product. The fresh look comes at a pivotal moment for Kraft, by the way, a leading player in the processed and imitation cheese slice sector, as it aims to rekindle growth. The brand witnessed a huge surge during the peak of COVID, primarily due to consumers seeking comfort food, and they were looking for reliable, convenient stuff, right? However, unit sales have since declined. The Revamp is part of Kraft's broader strategy to connect with its customers in a more modern, confident way and secure a spot in their refrigerators as the world continues to evolve. The brand has also been making headway in the music sphere to connect with millennials, launching a cartoon rap battle, a music single, and even producing content for MTV's Video Music Awards. Now, let's get personal here. I want to talk about the debate in my home because this is important to me. My family says that Kraft Singles is not real cheese, not American cheese, not any kind of cheese, but it's fake, not real, not cheese. But I have proof it is. I was fortunate enough to be at the right place at the right time when this happened. They always say American cheese isn't real cheese, but I beg to differ, and here is
Welcome
my
back
proof.
to Guys Ranch Kitchen. We're hanging out having a little burger bash. And what are you doing with processed American cheese? Justin Warner, of all things.
Look, processed American cheese is a miracle of science. It's a stabilization that holds its shape, but also melts easily. American cheese is a very low melting point. And when you think about a cheeseburger, American cheese is what you're thinking about.
All right, talk me.
Thank you, Justin, and thank you, Guy Fieri.
Ad Nerds podcast.
I needed that. Peloton, once beloved pandemic-era fitness brand, is embarking on a significant brand refresh aimed at repositioning itself as an accessible fitness provider. The rebranding efforts come after the company faced a slump due to supply issues, product recalls, and of course, decreased demand once the world opened up. Leslie Berland, the newly appointed CMO who previously worked with Twitter, is leading the campaign to alter the perception of Peloton from merely an in-home bike company to a comprehensive fitness solution. The company's marketing revamp includes a vibrant color scheme and a wider range of free workouts through the Peloton app and a new content feature named Peloton Gym, offering guided workouts at users' individual pace. This comes alongside a promotional campaign featuring real customers in an attempt to highlight the brand's versatility and inclusivity.
I'm right here with you.
Breathing in and breathing out to check in with yourself.
Hey, if you're a podcast listener, you could choose to see my face in all the great ads I feature. Just go to our YouTube channel for the Ad Nerds podcast. It's youtube.com/@adnerds. Despite the past challenges, including delayed production recalls and negative publicity, Peloton is optimistic about the brand refresh and its potential for recovery. Berland assures that this is just the beginning, stating, quote, "The brand identity relaunch, everything builds from there. We see this as the start, and you'll see a lot more over the summer and into the fall," end quote. Coming up, Apple is winning awards, but they aren't for design aesthetics. They are for something way better.
The most nerdy. It's time for an Ad Nerds podcast.
I have been in the ad game for almost 40 years, but I'm a small business owner just like you. Getting great creative at an affordable price is a challenge. Correction, it was a challenge until Ad Zombie steps in. Yeah, we are your creative business partner, crafting attention-grabbing, mind-blowing, ridiculously creative advertising campaign, outdoors, video, and jingles. Yes, we can literally make your brand sing. Ad agencies around the world use us, and you can too. So if you're ready for advertising that truly makes an impact, go to AdZombies.com today. Ad Zombies, ridiculously creative advertising. At the prestigious One Show Awards in New York City, a central stage for advertising excellence, Apple emerged as the standout winner. Its ad, The Greatest, created by Apple London, took the limelight, making a notable achievement for the London team, making it, you'll see in a second why. The ad shows various people with different abilities. Some are blind, some have Down syndrome, and some are quadriplegics. They all use Apple's innovative Siri and assistive technologies to get through their day, just like you and I do. While disability might present challenges in everyday life, even with the support of Apple's innovative gadgets and software, it can give an edge at the award shows, and The Greatest seems poised to follow in the footsteps of Channel 4's Meet the Superhumans, anticipating a sweep at this year's various award ceremony, including Cannes. The ad, by the way, was directed by Kim Gehrig. Now, I wanted to share something on a personal note, and this will be how I end today's podcast. 1 week ago today, I received a phone call, and it was a phone call no one likes to get. And it was a phone call after I had a routine colonoscopy the prior week. And on that phone call, I was told that I have invasive adenocarcinoma, which is a colorectal cancer. And I wanted to share this with you because even though it's a horrible phone call to get, and even though it's a terrifying diagnosis to receive, mine was caught early. It was caught early enough that I will be fine. I'm going to need surgery. I might need chemo. I might need radiation. But it was caught early because I chose to do something that many of you are terrified to do, and that is get your routine colonoscopy. If you are of the age where you need to get it, and I think it's 50, please don't be afraid. It's easy, it's painless, and it could save your life. I will keep you updated as I go through this journey, and there might be some shows that I miss due to various tests or treatments or surgeries, but I'll let you know those. But I want to encourage you not to be afraid to get tested, to get a colonoscopy, and make sure that you're okay, because that simple test can literally save your ass. Hey, if you like the Ad Nerds podcast, please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen. Give it a 5-star rating and a great review. I'd appreciate it. That's the Ad Nerds podcast for Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. Spanky out. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.